Am I the asshole for firing a person for not reading email? Yes. See, like, if it's out of working time or not. On working time, you should read your email. I'm really sorry, you get paid for something and this is part of it. Unless it's really not into your task list, but I doubt. But if he's expecting you to read your email outside of your business hour, you're the asshole. Many years ago, I moved to VHCOL City, Vecol City, a Vecol City, I don't know. As upper management, non-US country, one of the business unit I took over was a team that was well compensated even for the field and country. Their bonus were directly influenced by their individual and team performance. Okay, I didn't like that thing. I'll explain why. Like, it motivates the troop to go above and beyond, but the problem is that you're always challenging your best last score. Then you get your bonus, but then the next year, if you fail, you don't get the bonuses, and I don't like that thing. It's a way to make the wheel run faster and to take off the brakes out of it, but eventually, if you take off the brakes out of your wheel, it's going to spin so fast that you're not going to be able to stop it anymore, and it's going to become just like a stress for everyone in the team. Yeah, that sounded a lot like a syndicalist point of view. Sorry, guys. At a rough estimate, the junior level made 9 times for their demographic and between. 2 times and 2.5 times for their field. I'm not sure I get that part. This is relevant. Usually I switch job, but with same employers. Okay. Recently, I've returned to wind down our remaining business operation in the country. The geopolitical situation in the region has been harsh on this city, and everyone with the means to do has already left for good. Not Ukraine. Okay, good thing. I love that he mentioned that. While the employers paid incredibly well, the field is very niche and my former team would be hard-pressed to find employment elsewhere. I discussed with boss, owner of the company, and made them this offer. Option A was if they decided to relocate and to a preferred country, 6 first world country. 60. I'm a lot of things that is written in that. I have a hard time to understand. We'd give them the same job and the same terms for pay. Option B, if they decide they wanted to relocate to one of a larger number of country, we'd allow that. But we wouldn't be able to offer them the same job and term as we would pay them market rate for whatever role we ended up putting them under. The goal were to get them out of their current country and give them a chance at setting up a life elsewhere. That's a very nice deal. This was communicated clearly in writing to every person on the team. Everyone choose option A except for one guy I'll call Jack. Where Jack wanted to go, the only roles available were a huge step down, maybe only 20% of his previous pay. That's not a huge step down. This is like poor, okay? I emailed Jack explaining this and asked him to confirm. He confirmed that he understood. Okay, then the arrangement took a couple of months of juggling numbers, negotiating, consulting lawyers. I sent out the new employment contract. Jack's response was quick, nasty, and CC'd every manager up his chain, including content included insulting, didn't value staff, hypocrite, you get the idea. His manager responded before I even read the email. Jack's next message apologized, saying how he didn't have time to read emails and responded without reading everything and asked to switch to option A. Here's where I might be the asshole. When I checked my email and saw his original response, I withdrew his offer. The amount of time, effort, and money that had gone to ensuring we could get them visas and had already been quite costly. If he was insulted by our effort, then consider it withdrawn. Jack emailed begging, saying that he would take option B. I informed him that he was on garden leave, effective immediately, and once we completed the dissolution of the company, our relationship would come to an end, and wished him good luck. Am I the asshole? I don't know. I'm not sure I understood the thing correctly. Basically, he offered them in an email these two options. You keep the same salary, same job, same everything, but you have to go to one of the preferred country, like the place they want to go. Option B, you go wherever you want, but you get like a side job, like a secretary job, a job that is not what you used to do, and you get the salary that goes with it. So even if you are top manager, you get like a shit salary. No, it is a life-changing decision. The guy didn't even care to read the email. That is on him. In that kind of situation, I can understand why you would say that. I guess the point that I don't get, the part that screws shit up was probably that email. What I get, like, if he just went back and said, I'm sorry, I misread the email, I did not understand what was the deal, I'm not okay going down that much, can I go back to option A? He might have kept his job. But then it became an emotional answer. And for that part, Badonki, I guess, like, my answer is gonna be both are the asshole, but for different reason. And personally, what makes a person an asshole is not the hack itself, it's what motivate the hack, like your mens rea behind it. Here, both fudged up. Like, the guy offered something, this guy went on an emotional response, and then the manager went on an emotional response as well, because the guy said option A might be, I would rather. Then he's like, I will still take option B if you still give it to me, I'm sorry for this. But now we are in the emotion, we are not in the, we're thinking about what we're doing and we're doing something decent. Here, both are the asshole, but for a different reason. This guy went like ballistic, and the other guy went like petty. Both are assholes for different reason. And so you say, yeah, so the guy messed up being lying and not caring, then yell and insult the boss owner. I would let him go as well. I have no reason to have him, to be honest. Honestly, like, I get those two parts, but both there, it involved him moving to a different country and he still couldn't be bothered to do more than skim the email. If you can trust someone to pay attention when something directly affects them their entire life, you can trust them to pay attention to things that affect the company. I'd be more worried about the quality of work he would be doing than how he feels about not having a job anymore. I did consult with his manager before I fired up the email, and they assured me that Jack wouldn't be missed. Okay, like at this point, it was not an emotional decision. Like, just reading that little extra here, guys, that cuts the emotion out of it. It was not emotional, it was a well thought of answer. There was like the emotional trigger that Jack put, but knowing that he was not performing well, it's just a business decision at that point. Like, it's just, I'm paying you to do a job, you're not doing it as fast as I want, you will not have that job anymore, have a good life. And to some point, people are pissed when they lose their job, and I totally understand that. But if, according to your boss, you do not like perform, and your boss is willing to pay what he has to pay you to just lay you off so that you have the time to find yourself another job, your boss is not a bad boss for that. It does not make him an asshole. The guy did not care enough for his own life. You know the work he will give you. It's just that little add up makes it a not the asshole. I would have loved to seen that in an edit section here. It would have been perfect, but like, that would just have cleaned the fact that there was an emotion behind it. It's fine. Not the asshole, but someone lost its job. You've done due diligence, he didn't. He also made a choice as a grown adult to do what he did. Now, to be fair, if this was, say, a city being bombed right now, his emotional response could be sort of understood. Not justified, but understood. But his manager, who I assume is also there, would have been able to provide that context. I'm Ukrainian, so can definitely see how stuff outside work can directly impact people. So they're not the asshole. Yeah, we're agreeing on that.